Hello, YouTube. We're back. My name is Lauren Ruiz. We had a few technical difficulties earlier, which we did report from Bank of America Stadium. We were on the field, but there were some difficulties with video and everything else, so we're here redoing it for you guys, live. Here's Chris.
What's up, world?
We're doing it. It's been a long day, but we're getting it done, and that's all that matters. We're happy to be here.
So we're going to be live.
Oh, that is very zoomed in.
Hold on. So we're going to be going, I didn't want to take it from you, but we're going to be going live on both Twitter and YouTube right now. So give us just a second to make sure that we got everything going right, because I have had an obvious break from doing all this production stuff with some errors today. And I just want to double check that things are looking pretty good.
Alrighty.
That's not looking good.
Uh-oh. Not looking good here, guys.
Well, we're going to fix the Twitter.
We're going to fix the Twitter. This is day one, being back, so of course there's going to be some difficulties. Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
We back?
We're
almost back, guys. Bear with us.
This Twitter thing doesn't want to work well for me today. Give me 1 second.
Oh, you've got some nice little Starbucks.
I do.
Starbursts sitting on the chair.
All right, we'll stop the broadcast and try again.
Alrighty.
We're still live on YouTube.
Oh, hello, Allie. Is this Allie? I think. Let's see. Let me get closer. Ollie? Tell me if I'm saying. I'm going to say Ollie, and tell me if that's right. In the chat. Ollie? If you're still here, let me know. I don't want to mispronounce it. Yes, Ollie. Okay. Hey. It's a few more technical difficulties to work through, but we'll be up and rolling soon. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask me while we're waiting, because more than welcome to, and I'm more than willing to answer. Oh, thanks, Tommy. Appreciate that.
Tommy goofing off?
Tommy said I'm hot.
Yeah, I knew it. Knew he wasn't going to care about me by the way you laugh.
Appreciate it.
All right, let's see if I can do this here.
Oh, we got 4 people. Chris is just working on
Something that's coming.
something that's coming, so we'll be going here shortly. I know I said that a few times, but we're almost there.
She's only saying what I'm asking her to say, and I'm the one that's making her keep having to say it.
It's okay. Okay. I think we're good.
We're good.
All right. So let's start, really. You good?
Where to start? Yeah, I'm good. I just got to
Okay.
get to my notes really quickly.
No,
I'll take
good.
the mic for a split second.
Okay.
Since I'm the veteran here of all these mess-ups that have been going on. So Lauren has had a great first day with Charlotte Vibe. I won't bore you guys with all the details, but essentially your boy has messed up every aspect of production all day long, from the pregame show, postgame show, take 1, take 2, take 3. It now has us here back at Charlotte Vibe lobby. We're not even in the studio area. To give you guys the recap, because that's what we love to do, that's what we're passionate about, and so just bear with us with all the things that you've seen today. Really excited. Lauren's been really, really good, so we're going to go through this. And, hey, questions. As I always say, we work for you. We go live a lot like we're live now because we want to hear questions from you. We want to be the best media that you can interact with and not just tell yourself. We want to get questions answered for what you want to know, not just what we think that you guys want to know. So without further ado, I'm going to hand the mic back over to the host. I'm going to find my notes and we'll get started.
Alrighty, so I'll reintroduce myself. I'm Lauren Ruiz. I'm new to Charlotte Vibe. Today's my first day, but it was a great day aside from all of the mishaps, because we got to win. Yeah. We got to win. We won, beat the Jets, home opener 19-14.
Yep.
Can't complain. I mean, there were some things to tweak, but we got to win. Yeah. So regardless of the mishaps, we're still here, right? No, I'm not quitting. I'm definitely not quitting. But I do want to talk a little bit about the offense.
Okay.
Sam Darnold had himself a game for his first game in Carolina, and also against his former team. So I thought he did pretty well. I thought he did solid for his first game. You can critique him if you like, but how did you feel?
I will go ahead and critique him. So Sam Darnold, for me, was impressive today. He did everything that you're hoping that the quarterback does when he first comes to the team, right? He was humble all week. He didn't let the hype come to being about him versus the Jets. He just kept being Carolina's, playing the Jets, right? Mm-hmm. So he carried himself pretty well all week like a good leader. And then today for the game, he produced, right? That's what you want to see somebody do. He had 0 interceptions, had a touchdown pass to Robbie Anderson, and then he had good poise in the pocket. You know, I didn't watch much tape on him when he was in New York, but heard that he didn't have the best line and he kind of got happy feet and jittery, things like that. He stayed in the pocket today every time that he needed to, moved around as he needed to, and still had some throws where he stood in the pocket. And he told me early in the week, he said, Coach Rule isn't going to like this, but maybe once I get hit, that's going to be one of the moments that's like, hey, all right, it's game time, let's go. He did get hit today, but, fortunately not too many times did he get hit. So Sam did pretty well. Let me give you a few stats on his performance today. He was 24 of 35. Had 279 yards and that one touchdown. And I also like the way that he put the ball where everybody could get it. I don't feel like there was any – I have to go back and look at the tape. I always say that because I know there's some super critical people. He did have a bad throw, but he doesn't have any throws that just stood out to me that were doing pretty bad. And we got candy on the floor. The one thing that we all have to go back and look at the tape is that fumble that happened in the red zone, which kind of seemed like it might not have been Sam's fault, but – Sam did pretty good.
Yeah, I think he did. And
you want to know.
Yeah, right. Can't beat that. And sticking with the offense, Christian McCaffrey, he's back. First time back in Bank of America this year, obviously, first game, but he'd been gone for a while, and I know the fans were excited to see him. We were excited to see him. Thought he had a pretty good game as well.
Yeah. You want to tell everybody your nickname for him?
Okay. My nickname for Christian McCaffrey is the human cheat code because, look at the man. He is a specimen in himself. There's no other way to describe CMC other than a human cheat code.
He is. He's the quarterback's best friend because he saves him so many times in so many ways. But Christian McCaffrey was everything that we have come to expect of him. Led the team with rushing nearing 100 yards on that side, leading the team in receiving on that side, almost having 100 yards. And you got to think about how great that is. You've been out for a year. You could be fatigued, right? Yeah. But he's obviously proved that his conditioning and practice is like no other. And he didn't have any fatigue at all today. And I know in pregame, I was asked about a snap count for him. And it seemed like early on they went to do that, to give him a break. And they're like, what are we doing, right? And you didn't see him take a break for the rest of the game, having almost 200 yards overall with the day. And not only did he do it with running and receiving, but he also had some pretty good blocks, giving protection to Sam. So great game for Christian.
Yeah, it really was. So let's talk a little bit on the defensive side. Our defense had a solid game. I will say that after halftime, really after the third going into the fourth, it seemed like the momentum just kind of went down and the energy just decreased. Yeah. And I, along with I know everyone else that I was tweeting with online, was super impressed with the defense. Solid. They look great out there. They were making plays. I know you have the stats, but we can just give it away. They had 6 sacks. Let's just throw it out there. That was phenomenal. What do you have to say about the defense, and what did you like and what did you dislike?
You just stole my stats.
I only stole one stat, only one, and because that was amazing. 6 sacks. We haven't done that in a while.
It has been not since London Bridge is falling down. When we played in London against Tampa Bay, that we had 6 sacks. And the thing that was impressive about those 6 sacks is it wasn't Brian Burns with 4 or Hassan with 4. It was everybody chipping in to get those sacks. So with us having a young defense and seeing the sacks being so spread out. Did Marquise Haynes have one?
Marquise did.
Marquise, let's see if I can
Marquise.
Derek.
Yep.
Shaq.
Yep.
Spider-Man
Burns.
And I think Hassan had 1.5. So it was one guy that were.
And then Davion had half.
Look at this girl. Those were all the sacks that we had today. Pretty impressive. And that little breakdown that you're talking about, I know particularly I felt like I saw it in the fourth quarter with the long drive in which they ended up scoring on. And I don't know if that was a result of, blank head. What's his name? Dante Jackson. Dante Jackson, he went out with an injury, probably a cramp toward the end once he got inside the red zone. So I don't know if earlier on that cramp was starting to show itself and the quarterback was picking on him because all those completions were on the left side where Dante was. But nevertheless, the defense had a really, really good day. And for them to be so young, was it 24 as a team?
25, I think is average, yeah.
Bright future for our defense.
Yeah, I agree. I was super excited to see them perform today, and they let us know that we're going to have a great season ahead, I think.
More victories to come.
More victories to come. But we do have some tweaks that need to be made on the offense. I feel like defense held their end for sure this game, but that's every team.
Yeah.
We need to work on things. It's game one. Got those game one jitters out. So I feel like it was a pretty solid game overall.
Yeah, and one thing I don't want to forget about regarding that defense was the guy who maybe you didn't know at first because his number changed, right? Shaq Thompson, number 7.
Number 7.
Lucky.
Shaq Thompson, lucky 7, new number, new man.
Yeah. And so he played like somebody, Coach Rule said, that was reinvented, right? Having that interception with the one hand where he grabbed it and tucked it in and ran like the running back that he used to be out in Washington, was it, that he went to school? No, somewhere out west that he went to school. But out there, he did everything for that team, running, defense, special teams. And Shaq did everything possible on the defensive side today with the interception, the sack, and just running around and even dancing. I don't know if you guys can see that on TV during the intermission. What song was you? Remember by any chance?
Oh, no, but he was getting it.
Yeah,
he was having a blast.
He had a good game. So great defense, great things building.
Yeah. But let's talk about another crazy thing that happened. I know you touched on it, but Robbie Anderson, 57 yards. Like, I was like mind blown. Like, that man is a freak athlete. I am mind blown by Robbie every single time I watch him play. He's so fast. He's quick hands, like everything about the guy. Just, he's amazing. He really is.
And he's not the biggest guy on the field. Right?
No, he's definitely not. But he's quick, and that's all that matters.
He's quick.
He's got good hands.
He's fast. He's reliable. All the things that you would not so much expect him. And he's coming across the middle on a lot of his routes. You know, smaller guys typically do not want to do that. But Robbie Anderson had a pretty good game with that reception, that long touchdown. And then he had the little jet celebration after, in which he told DJ Moore that he was going to do. So Robbie Anderson, he's been doing good. And by the way, we haven't got to it yet, but we're live and interactive for a reason. So if you guys have not done so, please start loading us up with your questions and your comments. And we're going to get to those as soon as we go through a few more things here. So please keep the comments coming. And hit the like button and do a super chat, whatever you want to do to support us. We appreciate it.
We have a quick few questions. You want to do that in between, or you want to wait, finish up?
Load them up.
Okay, yeah. Keep the questions coming. We'll answer them at the end. But did you have any other things you wanted to talk about? Any other things that stood out to you? Any things you didn't like, maybe?
I didn't like how much I've messed up today.
Okay, aside from that.
It's been the worst part. We're supposed to be home right now. Wife, please, still don't have the baby yet, okay? Or actually, you can go into labor now because I'll be home soon. But a few things that were come to mind was that field goal early on, first half, Santoso, I believe?
Santoso, Ryan. Mm-hmm.
You're so good. He didn't bring him out for a field goal attempt in that first quarter, and everybody in the press box, we can't be loud in there, can't cheer, but you heard some chatter like, what are we doing? And it would have been a 51-yard field goal, and I feel like you should have kicked that because, number one, you're going to want a guy that can kick a 51-yard field goal, right? If the guy that makes a team, I hope that he's a guy that can kick a 51-yard field goal. And you also have the fact that if you're keeping him for another week, no, it's not a number 1 pick. It's not a number 2. It's not a super high pick, but you're going to have to give a pick to the New York Giants. So basically, you're going to be invested in this guy. So let him take that kick. But he went with the gamble of punt the ball, pin him short, we get the ball back, and we get the score. I get it. I don't like it, but I'm reporting it to you so you can have the facts.
Yeah, I feel like everyone in the stands made some kind of noise, whether they booed, they were questioning it. Like, I don't know if that's a good call. But Rule made a comment after the game saying, like, you have to make tough decisions like that. And I'm sure maybe looking back on it, he probably might have changed his mind given the outcome. Yeah. But I also agree with you saying, like, he should have given him that chance. Like, he needed to prove himself. He's in that period right now where he does need to prove himself, and we need a kicker that can make kicks like that. So
let him kick something.
Let him kick the ball. Exactly. Let him kick a long ball. But, yeah.
A few other things that I had was the offensive line, which has been a big topic of discussion. I know Taylor Moton at one point, are they going to bring him over to left? But no, he paid him. These guys get paid a lot. I should get like a 10-day contract.
They get paid a lot.
But the offensive line, and how good are they going to be? And it's so funny today. I'm going to go back and watch the tape, which here's a plug. Tomorrow at 7 p.m., please set your notifications. I'm going to do a live show strictly dedicated to answering questions from you guys. So if I don't get to your questions tonight because you're watching the rebroadcast, tune in tomorrow, 7 p.m. I'm going to answer all those questions. just forgot where I was going because it's been such a long day. But I was going to talk about the offensive line. And what I did today was I got the binoculars out, and I said, okay, I'm going to watch the line. And I think, Cameron Irving, I said, I'm going to watch him. And I did it twice. And lo and behold, both times that I watched him, he got beat pretty bad, and Sam Darnold got hit. So he's going to be a guy that you're going to watch and hope that there's improvements. And Coach Rule said, fortunately, nothing was detrimental today. They felt like they held it enough together today to get the W, which is good. But there's certainly going to be some things on that offensive line that you're going to hope for. But, again, what we didn't have last year, Christian McCaffrey, and we got Sam Darnold. So we may be at a lucky point that we can make it through because we have so many other weapons.
Well, I think this is a good time to turn it over some questions.
No, we got to go through a few more.
We went over everything.
Did we?
Yeah, we went over everything post-game.
All right, let's go.
I go through my list.
We can go through some questions.
Yeah,
we're here for the people.
Yeah,
anyway.
we're here for the people.
So what am I doing trying to hug
I was going to say you're man of the people,
Man
but
of
now
people,
man and woman of the people.
We are of the people.
We are of the people. There you go. Okay, let's get started with
I hope it's something I can answer.
Tommy. Tommy says, with Chris being a former DB, I've seen little errors and exciting gameplay with their defense. How does Chris feel about that?
With Chris being a former DB? Okay. I don't know if you're saying I was a former defensive back. I mean, I did play in college, Division II. I wasn't that good, but I was a wide receiver, if you guys want to know. But defense, again, so when I first watched the game, I'm getting, as they said, the all-22 view, and I need to go back and look into some details about the defense as a whole. But when you get 6 sacks, when the team on the other side doesn't cross midfield to the midway through the third quarter, they don't get a touchdown until the fourth quarter, I believe, then you're doing good things on defense. Now, being picky, I know J.C. Horn, our number 1 draft pick, number 8, I did see some things from him that I would like to see improved. I saw a missed tackle. On that touchdown, again, going back to the film, I had to see it, but it looks like he got beat for the touchdown, but it doesn't seem like it was anything that was terrible. You know, sometimes all these guys are very good athletes, and someone's going to win on each play, just what happens. So overall, I think the defense is doing pretty good. Dante Jackson, didn't see much from him that stood out. I saw him on a few tackles, but I think maybe our defense just got a good pressure on I forget the guy's name, Zach maybe, quarterback for the Jets. But
Zach Wilson. Yeah.
We got enough pressure on the Jets quarterback where our defense was able to play really, really good today.
Yeah. All right, next question is from Brad. Yeah, but Panthers buzz, yes, Panthers number 1. Let's go. Brad Holt says, what is wrong with the red zone offense? 4 trips, 3 points.
Red zone offense. So I know one of those possessions were a fumble. What was our red zone percentage today? And I'm going to be relying on you because I don't have the stat sheet in front of me. And
I don't know if this is in here, but you can go on. I'll figure it out.
I can go on. I did that fast.
Oh.
But, yeah, I know we had the one fumble. Can you guys help me out? Unfortunately, it has been a long day. I know we did have some touchdowns.
I don't know if this would be in here.
Does anybody? No, we don't have to go back. We'll just see if people can chime in. I might have to come back to you on that one and tune into the show tomorrow, unless you guys can help me with those plays, because I don't honestly remember those plays at this point about our red zone exactly.
Okay, so next question is from Christopher Kelton. I didn't like the play calling in the second half. We are too conservative on play calling. Why do we stop going to Robbie deep?
Yeah, so Robbie, I don't know that whole game plan for Robbie, and I'm going to make a note because here's what I'm going to do. We get to talk to the coach tomorrow, and these will be some good things that I could bring up to him. So give me a second to kind of type this note as I get ready to answer your question. Robbie going deep. So that's my little note for Coach Rule tomorrow. Yeah, I don't know what happened because I feel like with Robbie being so fast and being a big part of this offense that I don't think it was – I know for sure it was a quarter and a half before he even was targeted that we did. So, you know, the other thing is you got to realize we got Christian McCaffrey back for the first time in the year. So it could be in defense of the team just getting used to now we got all our weapons in place and how we're going to balance things out. Because why should we complain about Robbie Anderson getting touches if Christian McCaffrey had 100 yards receiving, almost 100 yards rushing? And I think DJ both DJ Moore and Anderson probably had upper 80s in yardage. So, and Sam had about a 300-yard gain. Mm-hmm. So we can't, through process, there's only one ball, there's only so many plays. You can't have everybody have crazy numbers every week. And Christian McCaffrey, I'd say, took that today.
Yeah.
But as long as Robbie's not dropping the ball,
mm-hmm.
which, again, I had to go to the stats, but I really don't think he had any drops today, then we still got more stuff. It's like, if you didn't see Robbie get off today, then you know, like, we still have a lot of guys that can do something for us, and that's something to be looking forward to.
Mm-hmm. Panthers Chris says, are we using CMC too much again?
If he's getting 5 yards of carry on when he's rushing the ball and he has almost 100 yards receiving, what are you doing too much? I mean, you're out there to win.
Exactly.
So no, you're not using Christian McCaffrey too much until it's not working.
Yeah.
And if you don't believe that, just watch and see. I mean, especially just remove the personal side of it. In the NFL, you're gonna run a back until he can't run anymore, and then you're gonna go on to the next one. And that's why those guys' life cycle is probably one of the shorter positions for the guys that are good, because they just get banged up so much. I mean, you have some exceptions in there, but use them until you can't use them no more. And certainly it's not like we're giving them the ball 50 carries. So
mm-hmm.
I think we're pretty good with our use on Christian McCaffrey right now.
Yeah, I agree. I don't see any more questions, but if you guys, the 13 of you, have any questions right now that are watching currently, send them our way. Thank you. They said welcome back.
Thank you.
Lisa says end zone problems come from the play caller Brady. They need to slack off of CMC so much.
Yeah, again, on that red zone part, I'm going to have to go back and look into it. So I'm going to make another note here to talk to you guys some more about the red zone tomorrow, and also ask Coach Rule about Robbie's involvement today.
And then Hill, what is this? I can't see. Hill Joe 17, I think I'm saying that right. Says welcome back, but thank you. We appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
Glad to be back. But yeah, today was a great day. We had some mishaps, but
we had a lot of mishaps.
It's okay. It's okay. The game was fun. The energy was definitely there.
How was the food?
The food was.
It was all right?
No, it was good. It was really good. I'm just glad.
You know we didn't get to have.
What? Bojangles?
Whoever out there in the media that ate all the chicken tenders at the end of the game
The
were coming.
Bojangles chicken tenders at that.
Yeah, so we didn't get a chance to eat after the game because I didn't even get to look. Did you look?
I saw the chicken tenders.
It was gone?
Yeah, no, I didn't see it after. I saw it when it was full, but we had to go do our thing,
Yeah.
so we didn't have time to eat.
Yeah. So, hey, guys and girls, everybody, people, want to be politically correct, right?
Everyone.
Yeah, everyone, thanks so much for watching. Tomorrow we'll be back live again for the post game. It's not a post game. Today's a post game. Tomorrow we'll be back. Love you much. Lauren, Chris Jenkins, hit the subscribe button, notifications. Twitter over there, we didn't talk to you much, but we appreciate you. Good night.
Thanks, guys. Good night.
Of course, you're still on until I hit these buttons.
Good night, Twitter.